Fort Townsend, a quaint village of loggers, wooden boatsmiths, and neo-organic spiritualists. This is where... It was here that the Sasquatch was born. Evolving from a group called Loki's Horn, the Sasquatch honed their musical skills and later came back to record their sounds. Today, with the guidance of Jim Svensson, an expert in the myth of Sasquatch's origin, we will attempt to discover whether or not the Sasquatch ever walked these rural grounds. We find ourselves today at a storage facility that was understood to be the birthplace, if you will, of the Sasquatch, previously known as Loki's Horn.
The myth is, when Loki's horn dissolved, then Sasquatch was born, and this is the place. It is purported that they practiced here late into the evenings, and people for miles and miles could hear them. I wonder if we can get in and see if we can find any evidence.
Thank you, Jim, for joining us here at Waterfront Pizza. What is significant about this establishment as it relates to the Sasquatch?
Well, thank you for asking, Professor Rios. The significance of Waterfront Pizza with the Sasquatch is that there's a rumor that one of the band members actually worked at this establishment, as well as some of the other ones ate here frequently. So I'd like to go inside and see if anyone can remember any of these people.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
How are you today?
Great.
I was wondering if you had any information about the mythical band Sasquatch. Have you ever heard of them?
I've heard of Sasquatch.
You have?
And have you no information?
You have no information?
He's in the woods, last I heard.
Yeah. How about, it was rumored that one of the band members used to work at this establishment.
I've heard that also.
You have?
He's long gone. I think he's hiding with Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't seen him in so long.
About 6-7 minutes.
And about how long ago was that?
I got Pepsi. 6 years?
Pepsi?
Right around there.
Yeah?
Maybe
No,
8.
no Coke.
Have you ever heard the band?
None. I have not. How are they?
Well, they have mythical sounds.
Mythical?
Yes.
Mythical or mythological?
Both.
No, the natives say that the Sasquatch is the only one that stayed, right? Like the Mormons said they saw like a half-a-mile long dragon on the Great Salt Lake and a bunch of other stuff, right?
Right.
And Sasquatch is all that's left, I guess.
Oh. We're approaching Fort Worden State Park, where it's purported the Sasquatch were found roaming the parklands. It's an abandoned military base.
When you say roaming, do you mean like a wild animal?
Yes. Yes, I do. It is-
Interesting. A wild animal that has perhaps lost its way.
This is also where we'll find the location of the recording studio where the Sasquatch recorded their album.
Wonderful.
Crude methods, but effective. I made an error in my computations. All.
Out Into the great Northwest comes the legendary Bigfoot, who 8 years ago saved a young child lost in the vast wilderness and raised that child until he grew up to be Wild Boy.
Here we are, and pray tell, where are we?
This is the studio where Sasquatch is purported to have recorded their sounds. It's called Synergy Studio, and they were recorded by a man named Neville, I believe.
Is this one of the Neville brothers?
No. No, it isn't.
Where does this door lead?
This door leads into the room where they recorded.
The Sasquatch sound, right.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd care to add about our current locale?
Well, this studio happens to be located on the abandoned military base called Fort Worden.
Intriguing.
Yes, so there's a lot of interesting energy around here, and the band is rumored to have roamed the hills and run through the old abandoned barracks here,
Of course.
discovering their sound.
When you say energy, can you expound upon this notion?
Well, wartime. You know, we're talking around World War II here when this thing was hopping, and you know, there's a lot of soldiers and death and dying, and you know, there's some spirits here, and I think Sasquatch is one of those.
Do you feel them now?
Not right now. I have felt them though.
Hmm.